Yo, what up? It's your boy Calhoun, man, coming in live from St. Louis, Missouri. Fucking Luganistan right now, man. But what I will say is that I'm not happy with. I'm not gonna say I'm not happy, but looting and stealing and stuff like that. That's not the best way to go about things at all. People still have to use those stores in order to get to their next destination as far as work, school, things of that nature. So no, I'm not necessarily going to say that I'm happy about that, but what I am going to say is that you are dealing with how can I put this? You're dealing with decade over decade over decade over decade of neglect. You're dealing with not solving each situation as it comes. Just because you get a situation, that doesn't mean that you don't have to solve it. You have to solve every situation in your life. You never ever can go through life and think that you don't have to solve your situations. You have to solve them. So when you had certain situations that was going on in the past where the youth was growing up and schools were getting shut down and certain leaders were getting locked up and getting killed, this is the result of it. And nobody's listening to nobody. And these young guys are not going off rules. They don't believe in rules. They don't know what rules are. A lot of them are not in school. Those people that was looting and was flossing, those were city guys. Understand? A lot of those guys was not from Ferguson. So you have to understand that you are dealing with a city that has reached the point to its limit to where the neglect and the disappoint and the false preaching, the false teaching is all coming to a halt. I can only hope that us as people can come together and make something real positive out of this, because just looking at the boy's mom today on the news, man, it was tragic just to see her just in distraught and just her. She couldn't even talk. And I basically want to make sure that we get that point across, justice for Mike Brown. But we cannot have police officers killing our kids, shooting them in their face, shooting them in their head and their chest and their neck while their hands are raised in the air. That right there, it's not even human. I don't even know how you even got on a police force with that type of attitude. So they need to do some type of reinforcement of how they're basically training their players, going over the psychological part with the people that's on their force, because that's not human. You don't do that. And I'm a black man. I can never kill a white, Arabian, Asian. I can't shoot you in your face, man, unless you can harm my family or harm me in some type of way. And even if it was a physical altercation, there's no reason to shoot that man 8 times, 10 times. Young kid. Let me stop saying man, because that was a kid. That was a young boy that he took away. So the thing is like, man, justice needs to be served. I don't agree with the riot, but at the same time, if that's the only way that something gonna get done and we gonna get our point across, then that's what they gonna do, man. The youth, we have not taught them much. So this is basically the outcome of that. So what we can start at is teaching our youth, man, better ways to come up, better ways to think, positive ways of thinking. And maybe we can see something, man. Maybe we can see a change. But until then, just pray that nobody get killed, man. Shout out to St. Louis, man. Let's get it. Be safe. R.I.P. Mike B.